So this is adaptation 1 for the turn around and the kick in the form. And there's another adaptation you can do. These adaptations are in the form to make it a bit easier while you're developing strength and flexibility in your body, in your legs. And also if the first position I show you causes any pain in your knee or just doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, then we make some adaptations. Tai Chi can be adapted so much. So please use the adaptations. Don't do movement into pain. It doesn't help anything. It actually makes the body not want to make more strength in that area. It's called an interneuron. If you have pain in your knee, signals come from your knee up to the spinal cord. Just before it gets to the spinal cord, there's a ganglion called an interneuron, and it tells what kind of signal there is, and it automatically sends a signal like a reflex. Do not make full strength in this joint here in the muscles, because it potentially could cause more pain. So in the presence of pain, it's very difficult to build strength. So we want to get you out of pain. So we don't move into painful motions, we stay away from them. So we're building strength, we're not threatening the body. And over time, as your ability improves, you can move more into positions that were painful, but it's not painful anymore. So the area is strengthening and healing. Please listen to that, it's really important. Don't move into pain, it doesn't help. So how we adjust the first one here. So from this brush knee position, the right leg's forward, left hand in front, right hand is down near my knee here. So as I turn the toe in, so my toe, knee and my hip go together, but in the first way we teach is that the weight stays in this front leg. So we're turning on that leg. Very good for strengthening the leg. If it causes pain, don't do it. So what we do, we turn in, so we transfer the weight and turn the leg in. So we transfer the weight over here. So it's very easy to turn that leg. And what you may need to do is transfer the weight first and then pivot the weight back, then lift, step, and then you can do your adjustment here. So let's try with the arms. So we're transferring the weight back as the arms come across, and we turn that leg in. So we're at the front here again. Transfer the weight back, lift, do the kick, step down with some width, hold the ball, brush the bird's tail. Let's do that again. So I'm transferring the weight first as the arms come across, turning to the front, transfer weight back. So if you can see what we're doing here, we're just shifting weight back and forward, whereas before the weight just stayed more in the front. That's all we're doing, so we're allowing the body to move, take pressure out of the legs. We'll do the same on the other side here. So the left leg's forward, right hand in front, left hand near the knee. So we transfer the weight across, pivot on the heel, turning that foot in, transfer weight back. Let's do it again. Transfer weight across, push it across, adjust the heel, on the heel, transfer weight back. So another adaptation you can make, and please make this adaptation, is just not sink as low. I sink quite low in the form because I'm just really used to it and my body feels very comfortable here. But you don't have to sink as low. So if you've got a sore knee, come up a little bit higher. So keeping your form at rather than being maybe this deep, and you're keeping your head this height all the time. The shorter stance, more raised up, less bend in the legs, and we're just staying that same height. So we're not going lower. That's another really important way to adjust pressure in the legs too. The other way we're going to do is 2 foot adjustments. So what you may need to do is this foot might be too turned in for you to even transfer the weight. So before we transfer, we open that foot out. So you might find it easier to pivot on the ball of the foot. So pivoting on the ball, just opening that foot a bit. So I find when I transfer the weight now, that feels much easier in my leg, and I don't have to twist all the way around here. So I just twist where I can. I turn that foot in. You may not be able to turn all the way here. So the foot's pointing straight. You may need, maybe I only turn there. Fine, good, do it. So we transfer the weight, everything the same. So we're doing the kick out to the 45. Now the thing is with the leg pointing this way, it's going to be tricky to get the width for the next step, where we have to do that stepping 2 fists past the line. So as you practice more your Tai Chi, this stance is actually in the form quite a bit in the longer form, where the feet are really open. You have to really control your knees. Okay, we just make an extra step. That's all we do. So how we do that? So we adjust here first on that back foot, transfer, and we're just adjusting. We turn that foot in a little bit, transfer the weight. We step down, and we just step to where we can. It might be just there. So I haven't stepped past the line of my other foot. My foot's not even straight where I'm going. So my foot is out this corner here. So what I do, I then from here, step this foot around. So I actually transfer some weight, step that foot. Then I can adjust that foot if I need to. But ideally what I'm aiming for is that by the time I get to this position, I had that 2 fists between. So what I just did there was a couple of moves. So I adjusted here first, adjusted this foot a little bit, transferred back, did the kick, then I stepped, so I'm not past the line of my other foot, I just stepped where I can. Then I transferred the weight again, so I've got a weight transfer. I stepped this foot around now. So I just place it, and then I adjust that one, that's all. So I'll have that position now. So you can do that for each turn, okay? I'll show you the other side as well, so you can just follow. So I'm adjusting on the ball of the foot of this back leg, so the foot's opened, less turned in. Transfer, just turning the foot in a little bit. Transfer the weight back. Doing my kick. Just step into where is comfortable. There. Then from here I transfer the weight, adjust and place that foot. Then I can pivot on the ball of the foot here to make that foot straight. Then I finish the move. Again. So pivot, pivot, just comfortable. It may even be a step where I just step really, really short, transfer the weight, place that foot, angle it, angle this one, then I finish the move. So please do the adaptations, don't go into pain, and gradually in time you'll find there's less adaptations you need to make, and you've produced abilities in your body that before you didn't have.